Something tremendous happens when you decide to burn your bridges, burn your boats. When you decide to commit to something with everything that you've got, everything changes. You take what you do far more seriously. Your approach is far more serious than if you were dabbling in, well, I can give it a go, I can try. Yeah, that word try. What a word, right? I'm going to try it out. Nobody accomplishes great feats with a try mentality. No, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do this with everything that I've got. As I said in a previous video, when your name is attached to something, you give it 120%. You honor the work that you do. You don't want to be a trier. You want to be able to start something and complete it. Go all the way. Now, of course, you never arrive, so there's always going to be a new goal. But whatever you say you're going to do, you better do. And when you do that repeatedly, when you achieve goal after goal that you've set for yourself, boy, oh boy, you start to feel invincible. You start to feel like you can, anything you touch can turn to gold. I've done it before. You have evidence. And that's the thing. Confidence comes from evidence, as Alex Hormozy speaks about, right? Evidence that you are who you say you are. I've done this. I've completed it. You don't need motivation when you're somebody that's achieved so much. You can lean into your achievements. Well, I've done it before, so obviously I can do it again. And when you've accomplished goal after goal after goal and you have a portfolio of success stories, boy, oh boy, you start to feel like you're on top of the world. Going all in. I want you to ask yourself a question. Have you ever gone all in on your goals, on your dreams? Or have you always been flirting with the idea? Because that's what the majority of guys do. They flirt with the idea of success. They don't commit. As Inky Johnson once said, commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the mood in which you said it has left. So many guys are excited in the early stages. Yes, I'm going to do this. Yeah, okay. Well, 3 months from now, are you still going to be engaging in the actions necessary to attain that goal? And the majority don't. The majority drop off. They're excited for a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month. And then the action just takes a complete dive. And then they scratch their head and they ask, well, why am I not where I want to be? Because you didn't follow through. You spoke about it. You enjoyed speaking about it. But you didn't stick with it. Sticking with it consistently, working productively over a sustained period of time. You didn't do that. So it should be no surprise that you aren't where you are right now. There's a saying, don't be upset by the results that you didn't get from the work that you didn't do. It's as simple as that. If you didn't do the work, you have no right to feel upset about the outcomes. And you know, you can't lie to yourself. You may lie to other people. You might lie to your cousin, your mom, your girlfriend. You might say, yeah, I have been working on it. But you know, behind closed doors, you can't chat shit to yourself. You know if you've been a lazy bastard. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Not being decisive, making a decision and going after something. A lot of you guys, you're still umming and ahhing. How much longer are you going to be doing that for? Time does not slow down. It doesn't wait for you to make up your mind. The clock keeps ticking. And if you don't do it, someone else will. It's as simple as that. You think you're the only one that wants to achieve what you're setting out to achieve? You're not the only one. There are many, hundreds, thousands of guys, tens of thousands that want a similar outcome to the one that you want. And of these thousands, very few will actually follow through and attain, not because it's impossible, not because it's very difficult, but because the majority of guys get in their own way. They are their number one enemy. Essentially, you find a way to step on your own dick, to fuck it up for yourself. You're either scared or you're counting the cost. Right? You're focused so much on the risk. What if it doesn't work out? I'm going to look like an idiot, right? You have to risk looking like a fool in order to get what you want. You're going to make mistakes, and it's okay. Mistakes are necessary. You need to develop a better relationship with failure, gentlemen. I used to see failure many, many years ago as a bad thing. Like I would try and find a way to not lose. But then I realized you have to lose. You have to make mistakes. That's how you learn. That's how you get feedback. Nobody has a home run straight off the bat. Even if we look at a lot of the technology that we have today, AI, ChatGPT, the first version wasn't as great as it is now. It's nowhere near advanced as it is right now. The first of anything wasn't great. PS1 isn't as advanced as PS5 is right now. Shout out to PS1, there's some great games on there. Good memories. But the first prototype, the first attempt, the first video, the first product isn't going to be as great as product number 50 or 60. You're going to improve the product, but most importantly, you're going to improve yourself. You are going to become better as a result of engaging in the process. Your first cold call is not going to be anywhere near as good as cold call number 450, as cold call number 4,500. The more you engage in the actions, the better you will be. Yes, you will get rejected more. If you cold call 4,000 people over the course of a few months, you're going to get more rejections than someone that only cold calls 4 people or 40. It's a numbers thing, right? But you're going to get a lot more yeses as well in the process of getting these no's. There's a great book which I've recommended previously on the channel called Go for No. It encourages you to actually seek rejection, because the more rejections you get, the more yeses you will also get alongside it. You need the rejections. They build you. Success and failure go hand in hand. The two sides of the same coin. You need to fail forwards, right? Fail forwards. Now, the word failure, it's really been misunderstood. I would define failure as just giving up. I don't see failure as making a mistake. That's not failure. That's part of what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to fail. But failure, ultimate failure, in my opinion, is just saying, I can't do this, and then just quitting. That is ultimate failure in my books. So I dare you. I love saying it. I dare you to go all in. I dare you to pursue your dreams. I dare you. Now, if you don't want to, you're just giving more to another person, right? No one's going to feel your absence if you don't try. But people are definitely going to feel your presence if you do try and you do make it. You're going to make the world a better place. You have to remind yourself of that as well, gentlemen. When you succeed, other people succeed with you. If you're an entrepreneur and you've scaled a company from just one person, yourself, to 50, you are now, as a result of the business that you have successfully grown, you're now employing many, many people who have families. So now you're taking care of many families as a result of your entrepreneurial energy, your entrepreneurial activities, right? So And when you succeed and you make a lot of money, you are able to support your own family in a much better way than perhaps previously. So I dare you to go all in. You know, it's September right now. There's not long left until the end of the year. When is it going to be your time? Come on now. You know, 2025, maybe up until now, you haven't done much. 2024, you wasted that year. 2023, 2022, 2021, and then there's COVID. And then when is it going to be your year? When? If not now, then when? If not you, then who? Come on. And many of you guys, you know you have the greatness within you. And that's what's upsetting you right now. That's why you feel a little bit down, because you know how great you could be. And some of you guys are very talented right now. And maybe your potential scares you too much. It scares you into not taking action, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't paralyze you. It should excite you. It should move you into taking more and more action. Okay? So let's go all in. Finish the year strong. For the first time in your life, commit to something. If it helps you to have an accountability partner, do that. And by the way, if you do want to book a coaching call with me, you want to discuss your goals and what you plan on achieving, click on the link down in the description below. I'll be happy to speak about that with you. But if it helps you have an accountability partner, do that. Because you may quit on yourself, but it will be a lot harder to quit on somebody else. Okay, I dare you. I dare you. Go all in. Make the rest of the year count. Forget the sob story of, well, I wasted this whole year, Ali. I'm just so upset. Forget the sob story. Fuck the sob story. We're not going to feel sorry for ourselves. We're going to make the rest of the year count, and we're going to start 2026 now. We're going to start it in September, strong. We're not going to wait for the clock to hit the 1st of January. We're going to go all in from now. All in. It's your time to shine. Enough watching other people. Enough, oh, he's done well. When is it going to be your turn, for goodness sakes? When is it going to be your turn? Come on, let's do this. Make sure you give this video a like, comment, drop your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.